Ever notice that every time the world goes into crisis, the US dollar gets stronger? It doesn't matter if it's a financial meltdown, a war, or a global recession. While other currencies crumble, the dollar rises like a phoenix. But why? And more importantly, what does that mean for you? Because here's the kicker. A stronger dollar isn't just a Wall Street problem. It affects your money, your investments, and even your job security. Today, we're breaking it all down in a way that actually makes sense. No boring economics lecture, just straight-up real-world impact. Why the dollar rises when everything else falls. Let's cut to the chase. Most people think that when a crisis happens, money should flow out of the US. After all, if the economy is tanking, wouldn't the dollar tank too? Nope. The exact opposite happens. And here's why. 1. The US dollar is the king of currencies. The US dollar isn't just America's currency, it's the world's default currency. It's used for 60% plus of global foreign exchange reserves. Nearly 90% of all forex transactions, oil, gold, and most global commodities are priced in USD. When things go south, everyone still needs dollars. And when demand goes up, so does the price. 2. The safe haven effect. In times of uncertainty, people panic. Investors pull their money out of risky assets and look for something stable. That's where the US dollar comes in. It's considered one of the safest places to park money when the world is on fire. Even if the US economy is struggling, the dollar still looks less risky than other currencies. It's like picking the least bad option in a terrible situation. 3. The global debt trap. Here's the part most people don't realize. Many countries and companies borrow money in US dollars instead of their own currency. When a crisis hits, they still have to pay those debts, but suddenly, their own currency is worth less compared to the dollar. That means they need even more dollars to pay off the same debt. Boom. Dollar demand skyrockets. And this brings us to one of the most mind-blowing financial theories of our time. The Dollar Milkshake Theory. Explained simply. Imagine the global economy as a giant milkshake. Every country contributes to this milkshake. Liquidity, investments, money printing. Now, picture a massive straw. That straw? It's the US dollar. As the US raises interest rates, investors pull their money out of weaker economies and pour it back into the US. This drains liquidity from the rest of the world, making the dollar even stronger. How does this play out in real life? The Fed hikes interest rates. The dollar strengthens. Other countries' currencies fall. They struggle to repay USD debt. Investors rush to the safety of the dollar. It strengthens even more. It's a brutal cycle. The stronger the dollar gets, the weaker everyone else becomes. The hidden downsides of a strong dollar. You might be thinking, so a strong dollar is great for the US, right? Not exactly. Because while a strong dollar makes imports cheaper for Americans, it also creates big problems, even at home. 1. Emerging markets. Get wrecked. Developing countries often borrow in USD. When the dollar strengthens, their debt explodes overnight. Their economies slow down, making it even harder to recover. 2. US companies lose big on exports. When the dollar is too strong, American goods become more expensive for other countries. That means US companies selling internationally start to struggle. 3. Global trade takes a hit. If the world economy is choking on a strong dollar, global trade slows down. And that eventually comes back to hurt the US too. What happens next? Can the dollar stay this strong forever? Short answer, no. There are only 2 ways this plays out. 1. The Fed cuts interest rates. If the dollar gets too strong, it could force the Federal Reserve to step in and lower interest rates to rebalance things. 2. The world starts looking for alternatives. More countries might try to ditch the dollar and shift to other currencies for trade and reserves. This is already happening with China and Russia, but replacing the US dollar won't be easy. So what does this mean for you? If you live in the US, a strong dollar means cheaper imports but weaker exports, which could lead to job losses in industries that rely on international sales. If you live outside the US, your country's currency could be getting weaker against the dollar, making imported goods more expensive and debt harder to pay. Final thought. Is the US dollar's strength a superpower or a curse? The dollar milkshake effect is real, and it's reshaping the world economy in ways most people don't even notice. So what do you think? Is a strong dollar good or bad? Will it stay dominant forever? Or will we see a global shift away from it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more financial deep dives.